Traces of gender discrimination among the sexes have deep roots in society and academia, but there is hope.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, in 1960, there were 1.6 males for every female graduating from a U.S. four-year college and 1.55 males for every female undergraduate.
Today, the tables have turned. Women outnumber men in college.
In 2003, there were 1.35 females for every male who graduated from a four-year college and 1.3 females for every male undergraduate.
Universities have adjusted and moved towards gender equality away from things that modern-day students cannot even conceive of. Such adjustments include equal bathroom accommodations, Title IX, and overall enrollment in the university systems.
Now in the 21st century, both men and women make a strong argument for gender equality.
You shouldn't be put in different jobs or paid less because of your gender roles. And it's weird to see how people hold on to gender roles throughout my career in school. Because some people have the same ideas where like, well, we should all be equal.
Like, historically speaking, this is just where we are. Like, I think we're dealing with it. Mm-hmm. And right now we're learning how to define things that we defined a long time ago and just kept the standard of what those terms meant. It was just boy and girl. And it was very simple, and people don't want things to be contradicted or the idea that we didn't have it right the first time, that we were inaccurate. Because then that creates ambiguity. And for whatever reason, people don't like ambiguity.
I think that especially here in the South, that gender roles are very defined, that women are expected to, even today actually, in the 21st century in a developed country, women are still expected to stay at home. Well, not stay at home, but even in politics, like some of the statements they make, it's like women have to watch over the children, women have to cook, and women have to clean. And the man is the breadwinner for the family, you know. So women are still seen as subordinate to men. And I also see that in the pay system for private companies, it's still not mandatory to give equal wage to men and women. And that just strikes me as really, really very not right, because it should be the same, especially in the day and age we live in today. So I think that maybe traditional values and what has been in the past has still not been let go of, so people are still holding on to it. And they're maybe not so willing to move towards change because of tradition.
There's all kinds of ways to define a person, and it's not just by their gender or their sexuality, their orientation, whatever. All those things combined make up some portion of a person. So just grouping these ideas into like, oh, boys are like this and girls are like this, I think those are really not true. Not true to the way that people really are.
Gender roles to me, my whole life, my philosophy's basically been everybody's the same. You're no different from the person next to you, and you're not worth any more than anybody else is. And I've always had the stance of that all gender roles are kind of stupid, to even say that, men are supposed to do this and women are supposed to do this. I see it as we should all be equal.
The general consensus amongst both sides of the spectrum is that there has been much progress for gender equality in American academia.
And yet the struggle for complete balance still lies in the distance.
As one professor indicated, there has been much progress from when she was in college, and said that,
I think girls are more self-confident than they were in my day.
However, there is much progress to be made in order to bring about this long sought after equality into American society.